Welcome to the final chapter of Unbroken Voices. I'm Sydney Brown, and if you've been walking with me through every episode, from the first hesitant brushstroke of color returning, through the ghosts we kept, the risk of softness, the alchemy of forgiveness, the quiet reckoning, the storms of the self, and the threads of tomorrow, you know we've been building towards something sacred and complete. Today, in our closing episode, we reach the harvest of the heart. We step fully into the unbroken chorus, the final promise, and the quiet truth that dawns every morning. The canvas is never truly finished. It keeps inviting new light, new color, new courage. We'll read more deeply from the very last chapters of Unbroken Promise, letting the words breathe and settle in your heart the way they did in mine when I wrote them. These pages hold the culmination of every fear faced, every doubt eclipsed, every voice joined in song. Let's let them speak for themselves. From Chapter 29, Unbroken Chorus. This is the moment every voice finally sings together. The community center's grand hall thrummed with anticipation as survivors, artists, critics, and old friends took their seats beneath strings of lanterns. The air carried the faint scent of fresh paint and wildflowers from the garden outside. One by one, participants from our Roots and Lings workshops stepped forward, offering brief reflections on how art had carried them through loss. A teenage poet recited verses of resilience that echoed off the rafters. A veteran shared a painting of a phoenix rising, its wings echoing the gold veins in Resurgent Heart. When it was my turn, I climbed the steps to the podium, heart pounding in time with the quartet's soft melody. Then Isabel joined me, her voice rising in a poem about shared breath and unbroken promises. Our words intertwined in a duet of narrative and verse, weaving the story of every cracked canvas and every mended heart. Lights dimmed as we unveiled the centerpiece of the evening, a panoramic tapestry titled Unbroken Chorus. Every brushstroke from months of workshops had been stitched together, shards of pain threaded with gold, tears distilled into luminous streaks. The final act invited every guest to stand and sing a simple refrain. Light threads dawned through every heart. At first, voices wavered, uncertain, but as the quartet's melody guided them, the hall filled with a trembling harmony that swelled into determined strength. Strangers locked eyes, unified in song. Tears shimmered on cheeks, not of sorrow, but of recognition, of shared vulnerability transformed into collective grace. Later, in the hush of our loft, I opened my journal and wrote, "An unbroken chorus is the sound of humanity choosing hope together." That chorus wasn't just music, it was the sound of every broken piece choosing to sing anyway. This chapter is the emotional peak of the entire book, the moment all the solitary brushstrokes become one living tapestry. If you've ever felt alone in your healing, this is the reminder that your voice completes the song. Chapter 30, The Unbroken Promise, the final canvas, the final stroke. I arrived at the gallery long before dawn, the hush of empty halls greeting me like an old confidant. Moonlight filtered through wide windows, casting silver across the polished floors. In the center stood my final canvas, a vast heart woven from every hue I had ever dared to use, its edges frayed yet glowing with threads of gold. When the doors opened, survivors and skeptics alike filed in beneath festooned lights. I stepped forward and spoke of beginnings and endings as two halves of the same promise. Then I invited everyone to add a single stroke, no matter how small, to the canvas's border. Brushes passed from hand to hand. Little by little, the tapestry expanded beyond its frame, a living testament to unbroken connection. As the final brush lifted, applause rippled like a tide. Later, alone before the now crowded work, I opened my journal and penned the final entry. I have learned that love is not a single stroke, but an unending promise. A promise we keep by showing up again and again to add color where fear once reigned. That invitation, to let every hand add its color, is the beating heart of the whole book. The promise isn't that we never break, It's that we keep choosing to show up and paint anyway. This chapter feels like the deep, grateful exhale after the entire journey. And the epilogue, the promise in every dawn, where the story keeps going long after the last page. Morning light filtered through the loft's tall windows, turning dust motes into golden confetti. Isabel arrived with coffee for two, her poems folded into the cup's cardboard sleeve. Our creative practice had become inseparable from our love. Sketchbooks and palettes sharing the same table, conversations flowing as easily as paint across canvas. The community we had nurtured continued to flourish beyond gallery walls. On a personal level, I found myself drawn to new mediums, new ways of seeing. In our private life, vulnerability stayed our greatest adventure. As I close this volume of Elias Moreau's journey, I carry with me one abiding truth. Life's most resonant masterpieces are never truly finished. Every dawn brings blank spaces yearning for color. Every encounter offers new shades of grace. The paths ahead are unwritten, their horizons unfurling like a fresh canvas. And so, we step forward, not to an end, but to the endless promise that the next stroke, the next word, the next courageous act will continue to shape our shared story. That final dawn is the real ending and the real beginning. The book doesn't close the door, it opens the window to every new morning you get to paint. Thank you for letting these pages meet you exactly where you are, in whatever season you're in. If Unbroken Promise has touched something deep inside you, the journey doesn't stop here. Grab the book on Amazon, Kindle for $9.99, free with Kindle Unlimited, or paperback, and keep painting your own promise. Share your unbroken moment with me on X at Unbroken Promise 2 using #UnbrokenChorus. Your voice becomes part of the chorus. And if you want more, live readings, listener story episodes, or even a second season, just tell me. This podcast was always meant to keep growing, just like the book and just like every one of us. This has been Unbroken Voices, 7 episodes of color, courage, and chorus. Thank you for every quiet moment you spent with these pages, for every time you let the words land in your heart. Remember, your canvas is waiting, the promise is unbroken, and every dawn is yours to paint. I'm Sydney Brown. Until next time, keep holding every shard. They catch the light beautifully.